Hello and welcome to Season Quest. My name's Lucy and I play Gracie. Welcome to the final episode of Heroes. I'm going to be joined by my friends Tom, Charlie, and Troy, and we're going to be playing some masks. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Dearth's Point. I'm your host, Darren Dearth. Today's episode, Termination. Well, citizens of Earth-Point 9, I fear this may be my final broadcast, as the Threedom Fighters prepare their final attack. As the Mighty Six ready themselves for this final assault, I am reminded by Civilian that our city is in turmoil. Filament is scared and confused, as are her citizens. Our greatest heroes struggle to understand, and our greatest foes laugh at the chaos. We can only hope that today, the heroes win. This has been Darren Dearth. Thank you for listening. And you feel your fist connect, and you feel heat on your skin, and sand in the air.
And I wanna... Can I go back to that tether where my arm is?
Yep.
And I follow with it. And every body part follows at once. And as I follow through, I headbutt, I punch, I kick. I kind of just like surprise him with a random flurry of hits.
He's taking those. Alright, let's get to another person while you're in Egypt. Chip?
I immediately charge my burn because obviously it evaporated after the last battle ended.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 3 burn. I'm going to run straight at Ice Cake, and I am going to directly engage the threat regardless. Yeah, I'm just going to... Sorry, I've just changed my mind. Oh no.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my Reality Storm. I'm going to channel the Destructive Burst with my powers, and I'm going to directly engage the threat using my freaking Set of Danger. It's going to be like an extremely big burst of ice. Like, I'm waving my arms around, summoning any piece of cold energy anywhere in the city that I can harness. And I'm just going to let that flow straight through me and try and blast her and anyone near her as hard as I can.
You feel the source of your power again coming through you, and you recognize the planet, and you now know its name, Earth-Point 0.
Oh, shit.
And you do what you want to do.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 plus 3, so a 12 on that.
Mm-hmm.
So it does say I will cause unwanted collateral damage unless I spend another burn, but I don't think I am going to. I think I am going to just go absolutely ham on freezing Ice Kate, who is, of course, beside the other 2 members of the 6 who were there.
Yeah. Next to Ice Kate, you see Lifeline dip and expertly dodge out of the way, but you catch Civilian in your freezing blast, and both Ice Kate and Civilian are frozen.
I imagine that is the, move that would have been used when Wade was frozen as well, like an extreme version of that Reality Storm.
Absolutely.
Great.
You see around Ice Kate, the ice sort of starting to recede within her, like towards her, almost as if she's absorbing it.
There's no time to wait it out. Boyfriend, it's up to you. I've forgotten what my boyfriend's superhero name is.
He doesn't have one yet. He hasn't figured it out.
Damn. Ice Kate is weakened. There's no time to wait it out, Wade. Go. Use your powers. Take her down now.
He blasts a full sunblast at her, just straight up unleashing his powers. Not bad. And you see the ice melt so much quicker, and then she gets blasted by the ray and slammed against the wall behind her.
Wow. 10s from every judge on the solar panel, Wade. Good work.
Beauty. You see Civilian still frozen, looking shocked.
Mentally, I take an image of that moment of just his shocked face in ice looking at me, just because, I froze a member of the 6. 2 of them, but I just want that mental image.
Yep. You see Lifeline run towards the computer and start typing stuff.
STUFF.
Ice Kate stands back up and laughs a little bit, and she's like, "You've got potential." and she blasts icicle back at you. But you can see that around the icicle, it's dripping as it's coming towards you, as it's careening towards you. And you notice that she has definitely been weakened by that sunblast.
Good. I want to take Wade's hand, and if we can, together, try and like shoot back an ice beam and one of his solar beams at the same time to like. I was able to impact her. He was able to impact her. I feel like together, with our powers combined, we should be able to blast our way through this icicle and straight at Ice Kate and take her, hopefully, down.
Yep. Unleash your powers, and he will as well.
7.
Cool. Bankshot.
So Dr. Density's kind of like floating down, right?
Yeah.
I've been a superhero for the last 2 years. I spent years before that, like, practicing and training, and definitely, like, idolizing the superheroes, I think I know their fighting style, at least somewhat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I know how Dr. Density's, like, powers work.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is a bit of a feint. I'm gonna, like, kind of jump on the table and go to, like, jump and punch them, but I'm aware they're just going to be, like, incorporeal, and I'm going to go through them, so I'm ready to, like, dive into the role so I can just be behind them, and I want to get them into a slightly smaller space.
Okay. Dr. Density sees you approaching, and you see she starts falling a little bit quicker as she puts out her hand, and you hit almost a solid brick wall and bounce off of her hand.
I just kind of, like, roll back onto my feet, and then, like, I'm like, I guess this is how we're going to play this.
And she lands on the ground heavy.
I'm going to... So in my head, the way she, for the most part, fought was staying, for the most part, incorporeal until, like, going to throw a punch of some kind.
Yep. Yep, you think that's a lot of her MO. Yep.
So I'm gonna throw, like, 2 of my balls. I'm gonna have them, like, bouncing around the room. And I'm trying to, like, anticipate what she's gonna do and then try be, like, 2 steps ahead. So she goes to punch me, and when she's solid, that's when I hit her.
That is absolutely unleash your powers.
Yeah. 12!
Nice.
Yay!
Right. You see her, after she lands hard onto the floor, approach you, and she says, I thought Lightbulb was correct in trusting you to the city. Very clearly I was wrong. She floats up and then starts falling hard. And as she does, one of the balls you threw earlier careens off of the corner and smacks her across the face, and she falls onto the ground and stands up, wiping her face. He did get a good read of your abilities, though.
And I just kind of keep with that, like, thought process, trying to be, like, 2 steps ahead and, like, really quick on my feet and trying to keep, like trying to figure out when the next punch is gonna land.
Yeah.
So I can be there already, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I imagine I'm making dents, slowly but surely.
Dense. Dr. Density.
I'm really funny.
However,
You're really funny. However.
Dr. Density, being quite intelligent herself, starts to read some of your patterns as well, and manages to get a pretty solid hit in that feels like a truck hitting you. So you're going to take a powerful blow while you're doing this.
Okay. It's not good. 9. And I'm gonna give ground. I'll give Dr. Density an opportunity.
Yeah. And with that, she approaches you while you're sort of stumbling back and just grabs you by the wrists and sort of falls forward. And you feel just the entire weight of her just, like, slam you to the ground. And she stands back up and she's like, stay down. I don't want to fight you guys anymore. None of us do. I don't know why you're doing this, but enough is enough. You can't win this.
Gracie's, like, not stoked. That would have hurt like hell. Gracie just gets back up, honestly. She's persevering, if nothing else.
Gracie
and she's
Gutter
so many other things.
always gets back up.
Damn right. So yeah, I just get back up and I just, like, keep going. I try to, like, find other ways to, like, mix up what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes when I would go for, like, the attack on stuff, I take, like, an extra step back to, like, try throw off her game. And then I go for, like, other little attacks, like, when wouldn't quite make sense, just to try, like, mix it up and be different and quick.
Yeah. At this point, she has turned completely solid, like full on, almost like steel, and she's stopped becoming incorporeal, and basically just taking your hits in stride and punching back.
I just keep kind of fighting off, trying to find a way to break through.
Sure.
Definitely trying to stab with this staff that I still have of Red Mantis's. Trying to kind of like find ways to keep her distracted so she's not like helping her teammates and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, keeping her attention on me while the others continue to fight.
With that, we'll go back to Fissure. Back to Fissure in Egypt, beating up his dad.
Yeah, and as I'm throwing this like flurry of punches, I'm just like, it's like tears are starting to sprout in my eyes because I don't want to beat up my dad as much as the next guy, and I'm like, you can't come here and treat me like I'm weak or like I'm nothing. You, my whole life, isolated me, told me I was a fucking mistake, and I know that I'm not. I know that I'm a hero and that I'm everything that I want to be, and so I can't stand that you fucking come here and you do this sort of shit. And this whole time I'm just punching him.
Yeah.
You fucking abandon mom all the time. Like I mean, you could be anywhere. So why are you never home? And like as I say that last line, he just lets out a breath and stops hitting him and it just goes like, why couldn't you just be a dad?
I think that's definitely a pierce the mask.
That's take a powerful blow to the heart, dude. Fuck.
Unfortunately, I do have a minus to mundane, so hopefully he can just, I don't know. Hopefully this is just a good roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good fucking roll, man. 8.
Beauty. He was sort of fighting back at the start, but like the words you just spoke completely stopped him. And he's sort of floating in front of you. And he looks at his fists, which are now sort of covered in his own son's blood. And he looks at you.
Fuck.
And
Sorry.
He looks away. What am I doing?
Beating up your son?
Why? Why did you turn?
See, that's the worst part, right? Like, even now, after everything, you still trust a fucking machine over your own son.
And he's nodding. And he lands on the ground in front of you. I don't know what I'm doing. But I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to fight no more villains. I don't want to hurt no more people. I don't want to hurt you or your mother. You're a good kid. And I know you've been hearing that a lot today. I got it on mic, but it's true. So, whatever you're up to must be good too. I'm sorry.
Can I pull him into a hug?
Yeah.
And say, and just go like, why'd you cut me off from everyone? Why couldn't you let me just be a kid?
I was ashamed of not you, but what I did to you. You were born with this gift. I can see it now. But I thought it was a curse. And I didn't want anyone to think that I was a bad man. And that I made someone with such a cursed existence.
Yeah. And for a long time, I did think that my existence was cursed. But then I met my friends and I realized that what I can do, it's incredible. It's like people dream that they could do shit like this, and I can't. I don't know. It all clicked for me majorly when I went to Earthpoint 2, and I found out, how much I was there. So, I mean, Dad, for a long time I thought I was a monster, but now I know, I ain't a monster. I just got told I was, and I poke him in the chest. I'm a hero, and I'm gonna beat the bad guy.
Aww.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
Nothing like a bit of dad shit to get me fucking going.
Classic season
love
quest.
dads.
Fuck they dads.
Every single
Sorry, what?
Tom storyline got a dad involved.
They've questioned what Charlie said, but that's fine.
He looks down at the finger pointing at him and sees how controlled it is and sees how much better off you would have been had he from the start accepted you and allowed you to live your life. You can see that all in his face. And he grabs you by the shoulder and he says, "Yeah, you are." And you're teleported back into the room.
And you guys see, I don't know if you would see Fissure, you're probably in your own thing, but if you could, you just see like dried tears, not even dried yet, they're still wet, tears streaming down his face, sand all over his costume. And he puts up his fist and he's like, "Do you want to try like a teleporty combo, Dad?"
I've never been able to do a teleported combo before. I would love to.
Let's try it out. And you guys can go back to your thing. That's cut to.
Cut to Wade and Chip.
I got an 11 on my powerful blow that I'm doing in tandem with Wade, and you rolled for Wade before cutting away.
And he got an 8.
Epic.
So
We're shooting at
successes all around. And she is full on blasted again. The difference between the cold and heat is almost exploding the beam as it goes along, resulting in, at the finish of the beam, a blast so concussive, just the windows break, and she's knocked again to the floor and stands back up. You see her freeze a few of the cuts on her skin.
Ooh.
And then you see the ice skates that she was standing on move up her costume onto her arms, and then she raises her fists and starts blasting ice beams at you that are like razor sharp.
I'm going to try and obviously defend myself and Wade with
Yeah.
barriers / my own little hand ice shields that I want to construct. So I'm going to roll to defend, I assume. 7.
You successfully defend Wade, but you take a cut across the cheek.
Oh,
And you hear over the fray of battle, "Where are you pulling this from? I've seen ice villains before. Not like you."
do I tell her?
I'd wait till after.
Right.
Just in case. Just in case it makes her stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
In the fray of battle, you see Trickshot stand taller than he usually does and walks off. He finds a door and exits through that.
Oh, all right. Great. Honestly, Ice Kate, the knowledge of knowing would weigh a chill ton. And I, again, try and directly engage, or I want to unleash my powers on her, but it might be engaging a threat again. I want to try and, again, summon that power from Earth Point Zero and blast her. And, try and not freeze her like obviously we have done with Citadelian, but I want to create some sort of tundra around her where it's she is forced to stay in this one place because she's just being battered by snow and ice.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
I rolled a 9 plus my freak of 3, 12. And I just want to channel that ice power from anywhere and everywhere, and I want to have it flow through me, shoot out at Ice Kate, and I want to surround her in that tundra. And I want to walk right up to her.
And you are completely safe from the storm. It's going all around you, but it's just buffeting her.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Ice Kate. I guess the true power of this hero comes from Earth Point Zero. And I just want every part of the tundra all at once to just come crashing in on them.
Yeah. And she is completely buried. And out of the count. Not dead, of course.
More like ice. More like not nice, Kate. More like ice.
Nice.
But I imagine using that much energy all at once, I would temporarily, the deep release of breath, a sigh, a crouch down onto one knee kind of situation, and just heavily breathing.
Yeah, you get down on your knees and the clock stops.
That is a great James Acaster joke. Thank you, Tom.
Anyways, continue the dramatic moment.
Oh, I was making a joke about proposing, but we won't. I'm not.
But I won't.
I won't.
Wade looks down and he's like, "What, now?"
No. I'm
It's 16.
You've
Catching
got,
my
you've
breath.
got ice in the shape of a ring.
Not the time, Chip. I appreciate it, but not the time.
no. I wasn't. I'm just trying to catch back my breath. You know, like Trickshot would shuffle his cards to Trickshot. I just saw him leave out that door.
Should we go catch up with him?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You run off to the door where Trickshot went through. Bankshot.
After, like, honestly, probably just a couple moments of fighting like this, just trying to, like, do any attack I can, I realize it's not, like, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
So the goal is to use Dr. Density against herself.
Okay.
I, like, move close to, like, walls, like trying to find where, like, steel beams and walls and stuff would be, and, like, I duck under punches and stuff, so she's, like, hurting her fist when she hits, like, really hard walls and that sort of stuff. And I'm trying, because I'm little against something big, I'm trying to have something big fight something big, i.e. itself. That's my goal.
The old Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember The Incredibles.
He made the machine pierce its own
Ah.
metal.
Yeah, so I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'll give you that with an assess the situation.
Cool. 9.
Nice.
What here can I use to take Dr. Density out of the fight? Is there anything particular strong I can slam her up against? Or have her slam herself up against?
As you are sort of expertly controlling the way of the battle, she's punching walls, and you can see her shake her fist after, and she seems like she's getting frustrated. You see a figure behind. You see Blue Sway, just sort of waiting, watching the battle.
Blue Sway, stop them! I'm very good at giving orders.
Everybody stop. And around you, everyone stops, including yourself.
Can I still talk?
Yeah.
Okay, now just the 6. The members in the 6.
Members of the 6 stand down, and you see Rift, who just reappeared, halt completely in place. You see Lifeline, who's typing code onto the computer, stop typing. You see Dr. Density just sort of standing still and watching with a raised brow. And you see Civilian completely trapped in ice. Ice skate.
Completely tripped.
Also
Under ice.
Under ice.
Fissure, go figure out what Lifeline's typing.
Okay.
See what that's all about.
I blink over to the computer. Just the arms and the head. What
Yeah.
do I see?
You see finishing code to transfer in intelligence.
Did you make Trickshot into Lightbulb?
No.
Okay. Is it all done?
It's loading.
I'd try my best to abort it.
Yeah. What would I make that? Directly engage a threat, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, sure. 7.
You abort the code, and you see from the ground behind you a tube rise up, and the doors open, and you can see the body of Cobalt Copper
No.
with yellow circuitry all throughout.
That would have been so fucked up, Charlie. Good work stopping it. Ah!
And you see the yellow light of the circuitry glow down.
I kind of say to the 6, I'm like, do you see what Lightbulb does? Lightbulb is not a hero here. Lightbulb's not a good person. Lightbulb is Edison, who has some fucked up ways. And that's what we're trying to stop. Not you guys, not heroism, just Lightbulb.
And they all stand silent. You can see their eyes moving from the body of Cobalt Copper to you all, to the computer system.
This was our friend. Their name was Cole. They were from Vane. You guys met a lot of people from Vane. And that's what Lightbulb tried to take over. Lightbulb tried to do that with him, I say. I point to Wade.
He's not there. Wade's not there.
Oh, yeah.
They went out to
Lightbulb tried to do that to our friend Wade, who's left, apparently. Can I, like, pierce the mask or something?
Yep.
Of course, my worst stat.
Everyone's worst stat is mundane, because nobody wants to be mundane.
And it's just so great that I've got... Blue Sway here, stopping everyone, making everyone by force listen to me. Because with that +1 to counteract my -1 for mundane, that is a 7.
Nice. You have the video footage of exposition working with Lightbulb working with other villains, specific code that shut down like Star Jockey's suit and all that.
I flick through our PowerPoint of proof.
Yeah, Lightbulb themselves sort of saying what they said was their plan. Yeah, and you think you've convinced after a quick PowerPoint presentation.
Blue Sway, could you release everybody, please?
Y'all are free to move about the cabin. And they all sort of relax.
I go up to Dr. Density. I'm like, sorry about that. Although I'm not that sorry, because Jesus Christ, that hurt so much, so many times.
Yeah, well, I thought you were a threat to the city, to our system, and to public safety.
I get it.
Lifeline just stands next to the computer, having not been able to do the code. Nothing happened to him whatsoever. Fissure didn't even deal with him, like, didn't move him out of the way. I imagine just brushed him out of the way, and that was it.
I can't melt you guys out, sorry.
I could teleport.
Yeah, do you want to get them out of there?
Yeah, I'll do that. So I grab them and I teleport them out.
And at some, like, I imagine I've clicked onto the fact that Chip, Wade, and Trickshot are gone. I say over the radio, Chip, Wade, Trickshot, you guys okay? Where are you?
Where are we, Charlie? Where are we?
We'll move towards where Trickshot is. As you, Chip, and Wade approach through this hallway, you see Trickshot standing in front of a number of containment tubes filled with liquid and brains.
Oh, right. Yeah. Trickshot, freeze!
Okay.
Thank you. What are you doing? What's going on?
I had to... you know how when you think and you have that voice in your head and it tells you things to do?
Yeah, of course. And I start, like, slowly moving closer. And I, like, nod for Wade to kind of start walking, like, in the other direction. So we're kind of, like,
circling.
Yeah.
I had the idea to save these brains.
Okay, well, don't do that. I'm pretty sure that's not what we're meant to be doing here, Trickshot.
Oh, sorry.
Excellent. Let's go back into the other room.
Sorry, is he just standing in front of Edison?
There are multiple brains in multiple containment.
Good grief.
The answer's brain.
All of the brains.
I want to step as close to him as Trickshot will allow, I guess. So I kind of want to take his hands and, like, freeze them, stop him from doing anything. But, like, not in a violent way.
Yep. And he turns to you with pure white eyes, and he says, "We let him die, and now he's not letting us die. Let us die."
What? I imagine that's when Bankshot's message comes over the thing.
Absolutely.
We've got a bit of an issue here. Trickshot's possessed again. I'm in the room here. I'm sending coordinates. Help! He's saying things about dying. Bankshot, I need you to get in on this.
I race over. I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, this fucking guy again? You're possessed again.
I'll come with. And Memory Bank might follow.
Yep.
And Patient Hero.
Yep.
Did the six follow? Like, is this, we're all moving into the brain room, or?
Yep. Everyone's in there. And Memory Bank drops to the fucking floor. And he says,
maybe he shouldn't be in here.
Just rub his back. I'm like, you okay, man?
"Everything. My teammates. They're here. They're suffering. I remember a mistake. We left Edison behind. He died for it. I remember visions of heroes freeing me. I remember you three saving Earths. I remember throwing bottle caps a lot. I remember guiding the next generation into something better than we were, with the help of a mind. I remember leaving, not believing, starting my own, the Pool League. I remember darkness and being unable to let go.
Oh, wait, no.
Uh,
Oh.
So, every brain here has been kind of held captive by Lightbulb, because we couldn't. They didn't save him. They didn't.
I remember anger, forced to serve even after death. Why should I still have to help when they couldn't help me? I don't want to help people. I want suffer. I lie. I say it's for the greater good. But I know that's not true.
Damn. So Lightbulb was like a for real bad guy. Like not even like a oh, I have my own cosmic destiny thing. He's just a bad guy. Like he thinks people should be dead.
That's how I feel.
Chip and Ice Skate, let's freeze these brains. Let's
Yeah,
let them
yeah,
at least
these are not-
sleep for the second while we figure out our next step.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know if we should freeze them. I think that like they want to pass. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking that's next step, but I think this is first step.
But
To
we could
freeze
just
and put a pause on this while we,
Okay.
because then also they won't feel it if they're already asleep.
I don't know if
Which
they'd feel
is
it anyways.
A small victory. Yeah, good point.
I'm like holding one of my hands is still clasping Trickshot's hands together just in case he tries to do anything. My other hand is like leaning over the tanks of brains, pulling it back a little, reaching back over, pulling it. Two of them have their try and decide.
Trickshot looks at you and says, "This is the way I've seen it. You've followed my marks very well. Thank you. After you release us, you need to save the 6 that have been destroyed."
What? And I turn towards Ice Kate and the others.
They shrug.
Anyone else want to say anything? Because I don't.
I'm trying to work out the prophecy. Okay, so obviously it's not this 6; it's a different 6.
There are people trapped on the roof, right? Is what Trickshot talked about earlier.
These are the people that have been trapped.
Memory bank. Do you know what they're talking about?
I remember a vision of worlds falling, but being saved. I can see with a source to base off of, and with the energy to reconnect them, and the know-how to make those connections. These Earths can be saved.
Okay, so my first thought was teleport to Earth Point 2 and get Sentry Man and have him just turn back time. But I think what we are supposed to do is hold hands. I'll connect to universes with my space powers. I need you to be a battery, Chill. And Bankshot, I need you to work out the rest.
That's what I do. Work shit out. Let's do it.
Okay, am I freezing the brains or not?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna unleash my powers on the brains.
The brains freeze.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Yeah.
I dipped my finger in the water.
In the ice. Bink.
So we're taking each other's hands?
I guess so.
I'm holding one of Trickshot's already.
I think just the 3 of us is the thing with the 3 dumb fighters.
Oh,
You can let go of Trickshot if you want. I'm gonna check on Trickshot to see if he's still possessed / okay.
Trickshot, you can see his pupils have returned, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Whoa,
You alright?
yeah, I think I'm beginning to realize what's been going on."
Just now,
Yeah.
you're beginning to realize. I think I might be magic.
Guys, I think it's like a little bit more than just like coincidence. That might or might not happen again. We'll see.
maybe Lightbulb was the bad guy.
Maybe. Okay, ready to go deal with this, guys?
Bankshot,
Yeah.
he takes a card, he places it on your forehead, and then pulls it back. I had to do that.
I don't understand, but I never do. With you at least. Let's go. Us.
Yeah, let's go. Fix the universes?
Do the 6 have anything to say to us, or are we taking hands and just doing this now? Like, do I need to say goodbye to Wade?
We're not gonna die.
We'll be fine.
Dr. Density walks forward, and she says, "I don't know what's happening, but I've been in positions like this before. We all have." And she turns around to the rest of the 6, and they're all sort of nodding along.
They're nodding off. They're all going to sleep.
I don't know what you have to do. I don't think you do either. but I think this has to do with the 6 Earth points that fell.
Yeah, true. I forgot that you said that 6 Earth points fell.
I wasn't counting.
No,
Yeah,
I
didn't
wasn't
count
counting
them
either. So, okay.
I turn to them and I'm like kind of like realizing it's time for me to actually like be a leader and do what I can. I take the hands. I'm like, we're just gonna have to like do our best, and I'm gonna use my moment of truth, and we're gonna save the multiverse.
Bankshot.
Yeah.
As you hold your friend's hands, you see the multiverse. You see
Finally!
every angle of connection. You see the floating corpse of Point Master. You see another Earth Point, unconnected. Earth Point 0, the frozen world. Except you do see a connection. With your powers, you can see a way around, and you see that it connects to Chip.
I'm kind of like trying to in my head, like I know all three of us holding my hand, but in my head I'm using Chip as like the battery, sucking up all of the energy from Earth Point 0, and using Fissure to like, and like his extension and teleporting to like shoot power to these universes to give all of their own superheroes the strength to do this themselves.
Mm-hmm. And you see worlds Earth Point 3 light up, reconnected. All the others start to fall in line. And with your Holmesian deduction, with your way to make these connections, you bring all the Earth points back into the multiverse. Spatially, with the energy you've been given from Fissure, reconnecting them, basing their energy off of the original Earth, Earth Point 0, with your source, with the original refrigerator repairman, saving the multiverse. And Earth Point 3 to 8 are reconnected to the Earth Point line.
Yay!
Holy shit.
Holy damn.
You know, when you look at it from like this angle, where everything is all lined up, it kind of looks cool. Like space and shit.
Looks pretty neat.
I don't know if you can hear us, Star Jockey, but please grab some footage and photos of this moment from our feeds.
So true. It's classic Paul.
Are we still kind of in the void, just kind of like watching over this?
Yep.
As everything kind of comes together.
Yep.
I just kind of like turned onto the others and I'm like, I think they're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Gonna have to change our name to the 3 Smart Fighters. Or not, you know, maybe we don't do that.
We're in a void overlooking the fucking multiverse and that's what you want to do? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy that we did that. But now we gotta go back home, right?
Let's just enjoy this for just a moment.
Okay.
When people are okay. This is what it's about. A lot of people are going to be okay now. Before we have to go back into the madness of our own fucking Earth Point.
You see the frozen world of Earth Point 0 connected again to the main line, and you feel a shiver, Chip.
We stopped global warming.
You see
Yeah!
Earth Point 1 looking remarkably similar to our own Earth. Podcasters, not the heroes. You see a colorful, vibrant Earth Point 2. Nope, sorry. You see a black and white Earth Point 2. You see a colorful, vibrant Earth Point 3. You see a cartoonish Earth Point 4. A dark and gritty Earth Point 5. What else can we do?
This is all you did.
I can get it. You see Earth Point 6. Sepia.
I also thought sepia. That's so dumb.
You see Earth Point 7.
All on a fucking tilt like, what is it, Michael Bay movies?
Yep, on a tilt. Earth Point 8, it has a huge crater.
Earth Point 8 could be 2 Earths in half to make an 8. The number.
Yeah, or that. And then you see Earth Point 9 waiting for your return.
I turn to the others, I'm like, you guys ready to go back?
Yeah, ready when you are.
And I just kind of like shut my eyes and focus on to like back where we were.
Threedom Fighters forever.
You open your eyes and you're back on Earth Point 9.
I just kind of nod. I'm like, I think that worked.
It was fucking wicked sick. You should have seen it. Lines, you know?
A lot of lines.
A lot of lines.
Connections.
I'd like to still be glowing if that's okay, Charlie.
Absolutely.
Great, thanks. Guys, I'm glowing.
Wade's like, wow, you're glowing. You hear over the speakers, fine. If I can't win, I'll take this city with me.
Let's shut down a light bulb.
You hear the walls around the filament start to fall, and the city itself start to shake.
Hey, so, Dad, where's the brain?
It's in the floor of the room in the center,
Okay, so
in the
just
main room.
punch the floor.
It's a pretty small space. I can't teleport in there.
Guys, I think we might have to just blow up the filament.
Yeah, you know what? You can't win them all.
Do we take these brains with us, or do we let them go out like this? I guess this is what they all
Wanted, yeah.
wanted.
Blaze of glory. Hey, Sparky.
What?
Sparky, you know a funny joke?
Say your piece.
Yeah, okay. What do you get when you cross two wires that aren't supposed to cross, creating a big explosion? Fuck, that's the punchline. A big explosion. We're gonna blow you up.
That was somehow worse than pick a card.
I run up to the computer and I type as fast as I can to try and create a self-destruct sequence.
We need to get everyone out of here, including the villains.
Oh,
and
oh.
I turned to Texture, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm on it.
And I turned the stairs, which was a slide, into an ice slide so that people can start sliding down if they need to as well.
You see people just start disappearing so quickly you can't even see Rift appearing and disappearing.
And
Does that include also just like villains?
Villains and Patient Hero and Memory Bank.
Good.
Trick Shot.
I press enter to start the self-destruct sequence. I don't know how long that'll be. 5 seconds? 10 seconds? How long do we want to talk to Lightbulb for?
Brief, let's keep it brief.
Yeah. I'll go for 5. I hit enter.
And like I grab onto you to get teleported out of here, I hope.
Yeah, I teleport. I grab onto Bankshot and I grab onto Chill and I teleport them out with my arms. And then I'm like,
Not so bright now.
and then I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I don't have a tether outside of this building. I hope my dad can save me. Either way, and I jump out the window.
Very good.
Bye, Sparky.
And as you're
Beefquake.
falling,
Beefquake can teleport me out of the building.
you've already jumped out the window.
Yeah, I'm holding on to my cat.
Yep, of course. As you're falling, over the speaker of the filament building itself, vibrating, you can hear a light bulb say, I shouldn't have chosen you 3.
Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
You know what we stand for? Threedom. Free. Yeah.
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 And Dr. Density catches you and slowly floats you down.
Thank you.
As you see around the building itself, citizens who are sort of in the area disappearing. And your dad not fighting the villain any longer, just making sure as many people survive as possible.
Because that's what a hero does.
Mm-hmm. And then...
Oh my god,
great.
we're back in the time loop.
The loop starts again.
Hey guys, Cobalt Copper here. I'm excited to change the world.
The filament explodes.
Fissure gives like a salute. Not many good memories for that place.
Memory Bank next to you says, yeah.
Gracie is like a fucking ear-to-ear grin. So glad to win. She loves winning.
Can I see Wade from where I've teleported to?
Yeah, Wade is next to you.
Great. I put my arm around him and look up at the fireworks of explosion together, and
Yeah. And he's looking up too, but he's looking up further as the dome opens and retracts into the ground.
isn't it beautiful, Wade?
It's very inviting. You see the night sky above you.
Oh, right. That's really something you want to do?
I don't know if it matters what I want to do. There's a lot of people up there that need my help.
Well, I love you, and if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. You didn't try and stop me from jumping into the multiverse, so I'm not going to stop you from doing this, Wade. We've waited for each other through thick and thin ice, I guess, so what's a little bit more time waiting?
Chip, I can come back whenever I want. I'll always be back. Every couple days.
I start to cry and pull him into an embrace.
And as you pull him into embrace, you feel the energy of the stars resonating against his skin. And you start to float and spin. And he gives you a big ol' wet kiss
Woo!
Gross. Speaking of gross, Trickshot and Bankshot.
Fucking rude. Trickshot makes sense, but Bankshot, rude. Oh, is it actually my turn?
Do you want it? Yeah, go for it.
I kind of like turn and look around, just like kind of like clicking that like there's other people around me in this moment of like great victory. I turn to like Dr. Density. I'm like, sorry about your home, your base. That's the word. Sorry about your base and your supercomputer.
Well, turns out our supercomputer was evil, so I have to thank you for that.
I do what I can. I've actually got, a supercomputer of my own that could, be the new system, if you want. We can organize that.
That might be helpful.
I don't know if you remember Pool Shark.
Of course I remember Pool Shark.
Him. He's a computer now.
Ah, no chance of him going evil?
I don't think so. We'll have to wait and see, but he did it of his own volition, so I think that really helps. And he was like a fully fledged hero before it, so,
Yeah. Look, I don't think Rift is coming back. And we have an opening.
For a fucking split second, I thought you meant he was dead. Oh my god, my heart
just kill my
dropped for a
dad
second.
from him helping people?
Right? Oh my god.
Help people way too
Oh my
hard, die.
God.
I died, I helped people too hard and I died. It happens to the best of us.
I don't think Rift is coming back to the 6.
Okay. Whew.
And can't be the 6 without a 6 member. So I was thinking of Red Mantis. What do you think?
Fuck you. Oh my goodness,
I'm
I already
kidding.
feel
I'm
like part of the
joking
team
with
I'm
you.
being fucked with.
I'm joking with you. I want to invite you to the 6.
I would love that. That would be... Gracie's like trying to be professional, but she can't wipe like the childlike grin on her face. She's so like, this is like dreams come true. It's like this would be the best. Oh, yes, please. I
This
would
is like
love
getting
to.
invited into NSYNC.
It's the dream. I have a question though. Grasshoppers, go on. Would it be at all possible to have a sidekick?
Yeah, that's allowed.
Noted. Thank you.
Trickshot.
Yeah. Very excited.
Bankshot walks over to Beefquake and is like, "You're my sidekick." now,
Hey, good boy,
Beefquake."
do you want to be a part of the team? I actually say it in that tone to Trickshot. And I, like, not even, like, going over to, like, hey, do you want to, like, be my sidekick? I, like, pick him up in a big hug, just so excited, like, dreams are coming true. I'm like, this is the best time ever!
Did you just get me into the 6? Is that for me?
That's for us, dude.
Yeah!
Imagine if it was just for you. Imagine if I was, like, put in just such a good word that they only put you in the 6. That'd be fucked.
I'm gonna train so hard with my magic. I'm gonna be very hopeful.
You fucking better. At this point, I do need you to step up your game, just like a little.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can still do trick shots too, you know? I want to be called Magic Trick.
I prefer Trickshot.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'll still be Trick Shot.
How about the Prestige?
Terrible name.
That's a great name. It's a good movie as well.
He could
And
just
it's
be
so
Trickshot because
dramatic.
it's already magic tricks. Just let him be him.
Never. I have to fix him.
Alright, I'll be Trick Shot.
Good. Good.
Question: Why did Trickshot place a card against Bankshot's head? I assumed it was a transferal of possession or something, or magic.
Yeah,
but I
what the fuck was
wasn't
that,
sure.
dude?
Oh, that was me connecting you to the magic that is the multiversal energy.
You sometimes are so dumb that you are unaware that you are magic, but then sometimes you do things like that, and it's so refreshing.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm so disappointed, and sometimes I'm so impressed.
my head voice told me to do it, which is gone now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to rely on you. It's a real shame that all the really cool shit came from head voice. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself, dude.
Well, he gave me a list before he went, so.
This is what you have to do.
Very good.
Fissure.
Yeah, I'm sitting there petting my cat, looking at this destroyed building, looking around and seeing everyone who's been saved. I spot Simi, and I want to walk over to Simi and be like, "Hey man, remember what I said about talking to you about something?
Yeah.
I've got this idea. It's kind of a big idea, but I think you'd be really useful for this idea. You know how you can see through other people's eyes?
Yeah, that's my main thing.
Yeah, you could use that to see where, like, people who are trapped are, right? You could see exactly where they are through their own eyes.
Yeah, I could
Right?
do that.
So,
I think I'm going to jail, though.
no, I think I'm gonna sort something out for you. Hold on. Dad? I kind of just yell out.
Yeah, and he teleports next to you.
So, Dad, I had this idea while I was in Earth Point 2. There's these things in Earth Point 2 called firefighters. And they help people who are, like,
They're in this
trapped
universe
or
too.
injured or whatever. Yeah, they're different in Earth Point 2. Firefighters in Earth Point 9 have fire. Anyways, I was thinking, I mean, powers like ours, right? Instead of using them to fight villains, like you said, we can just help people. So why don't we start like a disaster squad? You, me, see me. We can rehabilitate villains who are, feeling lost. Because I think the main reason why villains do bad things is because they don't have anything that tells them that they should be good. And this is a thing that can tell them why they should be good, Blue Sway, he's on board. See me, he's on board. Foghorn, he can make a foghorn. He can go. Rrr.
At that point,
So
your mom lands next to him, and she says, "It's worked before."
Aww.
family hug.
Mm-hmm. You all pull into a big old family embrace, and he says, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Junior. Let's do that."
Okay, so we're a team.
Yeah,
The Disaster Squad.
Disaster Squad. Is that what?
I think that's a cool name.
Yeah. It's cool.
It kind of sounds like, I don't know, does it sound like we're causing the disasters? We could be like the disaster support squad.
You hear over the radio. I don't know. It's kind of close to my whole thing with Galaxy Squad.
Yeah, but we're not going to be like fighting crime like you will, Paul. Paul, you're like a crime fighter. We'll be like, like saving people's lives just because they're like injured or trapped or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I guess there could be another squad.
Yeah. If you want, we can be like the I don't know, the support crew. I don't know, the disaster crew. I don't know.
That doesn't sound
disaster
good.
crew sounds like a villain team.
Yeah.
It's hard, right? Coming up
Yeah.
with names. We'll work something out.
Yeah.
You know how long it took for us to come up with Threedom Fighters?
Took a
Bajillion
while.
years.
You feel a tug on your costume, Fissure.
I look down.
I want to join too.
Is it
Bob.
LinkedIn? What's his name?
It's Bobbin.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn's so great.
You are. You know what? If I knew how to contact you, I would have. You're a perfect candidate. I actually think this is going to be fucking awesome. Like, you know how many people get trapped in buildings daily?
Yeah.
A few. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, cool. So we're working it all out. We've got it. That's awesome. Okay, now Disaster Squad hug. And I pull Simi, my dad, and Bobbin into a hug. Although, to be fair, every now and then, guys, I would like to do a little, just for old time's sake, a team up with the old guys, over there. I point at Chill and Bankshot. I haven't told them yet that I'm making a new team.
I don't think legally Bankshot's allowed to be upset. She's joined a team, made her own team, joined another team.
Yeah.
I'm part of 3 teams.
Rift says, well, it looks like they're all figuring out their own thing right now.
I'm gonna break that in the news when we do our interview when they come to interview us for saving the world. I'll break that out. I'll say, Disaster Squad. It's a thing that's coming out. I am Fissure, also known as Gino Giudice Jr., son of Rift. Rift, my dad. He's gonna be in the squad too. That's the sort of thing that we're gonna be doing. What do you think of that? Is that a good speech for the cameras?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. I'm gonna go back to my old team.
Yeah.
And I walk over to you guys.
I join up with you guys.
I stopped having my wet kiss with my boyfriend.
He floats you down.
Kissing that whole time.
He says before you join up with them, I can take you on missions too.
I think I'd like that. Just you and me going around, freezing and heating up the world. Like
Yeah.
Katy Perry's Hot and Cold, or whatever the equivalent is on Earth Point 9.
Our song.
That's so
Because you're
funny.
hollow and you're chill. You're...
Did you figure out a new name?
Um,
Come on, Charlie, something profound.
We'll come back to it. I'm just gonna. I see.
is heat death too?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that might that would be like naming the team Disaster Squad. It just kind of gives the wrong image. It's all about branding.
What about stellar?
I mean, I like Stella. That's
Yeah.
it's kind
You're
of
Interstellar.
right. I'm into Stella. Stella's you. It's kind of androgynous. I kind of like it. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, go with Stella. Yeah, I love you, but I'm gonna go and say goodbye to Junior and Gracie.
Yeah, come on.
Hey guys.
God, it's been a crazy couple weeks, huh?
Yeah, for me it was just about a month because I went to a different dimension for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was a day.
It's December. Isn't that fucked?
Yeah, it's in the timeline.
Christmas
December.
is around the corner.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting you guys.
I'm thinking, I have an idea for you, Gracie, and Chill, I actually had an idea for you, but Wade's already out of the ice cube, so I'll work something else out.
That would have been the ultimate gift, really.
Yeah. I mean, well done, everyone. Well
Yeah.
done,
Right.
you know?
I don't know if you guys heard what I was doing. I mean,
I hope you didn't hear what I was doing.
I just got offered a spot in the 6, and I'm going to take it because it's the dream, you know? I don't think I'll have time for Threedom Fighters that much, unfortunately, but you know, we can always get the gang back together.
Yeah, I'm going to have something kind of blocking up my schedule, too. I'm starting a team with my dad and a bunch of other old villains, and we're going to do a,
Family business.
yeah, it's like a disaster, we think a disaster squad for the name. It's working
Oh,
title,
no.
though, so.
Yeah.
You keep working on that title.
Okay, Snowflake Supreme. So
Hey.
yeah, I think I'm gonna be pretty busy too. But I'd like to still hang out and be pals.
Yeah.
Great. I gain a boyfriend and I break up with my team, I guess. But
Well-
don't worry about it. Like I think Wade and I are gonna go and take a space trip and help some people that need it out there. I think connecting with Earth.0 and just seeing all of the different worlds and how they helped each other to, you know, light back up with our help. I think I want to go out there with him and do that.
I think that's a great idea, Chip. I think you have so much more than you think that you're capable of, and being in space is gonna teach you. You know, you're a big part of a small puzzle.
But maybe we'll come back together for Christmas. Maybe we meet up at the Three House, invite Fissure along and Trickshot and Memory Bank and
I mean, I would like to still be friends if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, I think we will.
yeah, no, nothing's happened
Maybe
between
we
us.
still have the group chat,
Yeah, of
so
course.
we could just text
Yeah,
each
yeah, of
other
course.
and stuff.
No, like, you know,
Group chat's an important part of friendship.
if one of us needs help, we'll still come and help one another. Like, don't get me wrong. But I guess this is the end of the Threedom Fighters.
Yeah.
3 dumb fighters.
Oh,
We turn around to see Death.
I'm here for an interview.
Oh, you're not like being a supervillain or anything? You just get away with it?
Those accusations are unfounded.
I'm slightly pissed off, but we can't have 100% happy endings. Should we do an interview?
I hear this is the end of your squad.
Yeah, I guess good news for you. You never really liked us, huh?
Well, there it is, folks. The 3 dumb fighters show up and break up.
Well, hold on. Let's just clarify the record here a little bit. It's not that the Threedom Fighters are breaking up. It's that the Threedom Fighters saved the world, and so now they're moving on to bigger things.
The 6 have returned and saved the world. Thank you to the 6.
I'm the 6 now. Shut up. Who the fuck
6
are
is
you?
literally double 3.
and we saved the worlds, which there's 10 of. 9 and 0. We saved them.
Well, it just goes to show that you can't win it all, folks. Exposition is still
Who
out
are you
there.
talking to?
The camera?
Is there a camera?
Yeah.
Iconic if there's not.
Can we do, like, a team Pierce the Mask roll to try and piss him off enough for him to admit he's Exposition? Like, he'll be like, Exposition is still at large. Yeah, he is. Look at your tummy, mate.
Tom, it's all you.
I got a 7 minus 1, so 6 plus 1, so 7. Thank you, Team Pool.
Well, folks, this has been Exposition signing off.
I put him in handcuffs.
It starts running.
I grab the microphone and say, this has been the 3 Dumb Fighters signing off. And I throw the mic in the air. Hey, 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 hey.
Freeze frame.
Very good. Epilogue? See what we're all doing in like a year from now?
Hell yeah.
So after the whole thing, the whole shebang, I really got together with Rift and talked to him about how we can actually make this work. So one of the first things we did was we asked Civilian if he can kind of act as a, instant call. He'll hear when something goes wrong in the city and we'll be able to get there straight away.
Yeah.
We got a whole crew lined up. A lot of people from prison are sort of in our... We have an almost YMCA building where they come in and we talk to them about power and what it really means to be a hero and how good it feels and stuff like that. Got a few people on our side. Blue Sway, his role, he goes up and he tells people who are in a dangerous area, he's just like, get out of here.
Yep.
Uses
Don't
that control
panic.
power. See Me, like I said earlier, he can see people. He finds where they're trapped and we're able to get there because of him. Foghorn, he acts as like a danger horn, but also with his newfound water abilities, he squirts out fire.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gotten much better at the water shot part of his powers, and he can actually like be like a hose.
Even like Cold Space, who you would think doesn't really have powers that work super well, he can people who are falling from buildings, he just freezes them in space so that we can go up and grab them, you know. He's got a pretty niche role, but he's loving it. He gets to do all the stuff he loves, like going, looks like you're stuck in space, and still gets to help people, you know.
Yeah. Also, collapsing buildings, he sort of can support before they fall over. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
And we like to get heroes involved every now and then as like a sort of, you know, just helping out. Bankshot's come a couple of times to help with some things to do with throwing. Star Jockey, he's always there to make sure, deliver lots of food and stuff to people who need it, you know. And we're not just within the filament. We're pretty worldwide with this shit right now.
Star Jockey Mark II armor.
Yep. And yeah, that's where Fissure's at. They still haven't really decided on a name. They fluctuate between Disaster Squad and Support Unit and like the Friend Squad. But they might just end up going by like the Jidaiches or something like that, you know? Italian Stallions.
Jidaiche Inc.
Helping people.
Lovely.
I've spent a lot of time helping to like rebuild a base for us, like having kind of some design inputs, getting Pool Shark implemented.
Yep. Pool Shark at this point is fully healed, back to his old self.
Yay! Grace is doing a lot on like infrastructure level, like trying to figure out if there's a way that like emergency services can use the tubes and stuff, like what access levels would be possible. Trying to change like how we deal with villains being imprisoned, like going more on her idea of and like now working alongside Fissure a lot on this, well, like sending people to them to have like talks and stuff.
Yep, rehabilitation.
Maybe even joining their group. And then, but also some of it should, like, for like really mundane stuff, if they don't want to like have to go into like burning buildings, just like what can they do in their life to like have fun, like how Eyeball would open the best fucking water park ever. That sort of stuff.
Unfortunately, he's dead.
Yeah. She's got like a big office in like the new filament or whatever this big building is. I think it's a lot less. It's not like a big fucking shark shaped building. It's just a building. It's a little like more mundane than that. And she's got like a big office with like a pool table and a desk and everything up. And she's got 2 like photo walls. One of them of like villains, like people like villainous or people with powers and stuff, like doing their like new lives and stuff. Like a bunch of ones from like Fissure and his team of them helping people, or like Foghorn at a party being a really great smoke machine and like that sort of stuff. And then like another photo wall of like her and her friends from the Threedom Fighters and her new friends in the Six, and like all the fun photos, like the ones she was sending back and forth with Trickshot at the start, of like photos of them like doing cool superhero shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Did we get the photos from the multiverse from Paul? Was that something that we managed to do? Because I imagine that would be there if they are.
Yes.
Amazing. Just having a large canvas of all 10 multiverses together with us right there. Beautiful.
In the forefront, yeah.
And if there ever was a threat that was that bad again, the Threedom Fighters would get back together.
After a year of like actually properly working together, she's probably caved and dating Trickshot now. That's probably on the cards as well.
On the cards!
Yeah, Trickshot, absolute himbo. Magical himbo.
That's his name on Messenger for me. That's his nickname on Messenger, my magical himbo. Which is, yeah, just Gracie's type to a T. Someone she can be like, oi, motherfucker.
Dumbass.
Dumbass, do your magic. And that's Gracie in her new life being one of the biggest superheroes in right now. And she's so excited. She's so happy.
Fuck yeah.
And she's still so good at pool.
The first time Wade and I decide that we are going on a space mission together, I assume he goes to space by himself first and,
Yep.
comes back to
Gets
get
a
me.
bearing.
And he invites me to go with him. And I'll go with you, Wade, but there's something I think, if I'm going to space, there's something I want to do for closure on the Threedom Fighters. Junior's off saving the world. Grace is making it a better place with the Six, and there's a member of the Threedom Fighters that didn't get what they wanted. And I think if I'm going to space, I want us to go and grab the remains of Cobalt Copper and take it back to Vane and take him back
Aww.
to people. If I'm going to go to space, then I feel like that's the kind of closure we need for the Threedom Fighters.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we go and do that. It's real fun. It's cute. It's real touching.
There is a beautiful service for Cobalt Copper who helped, in a way, restore the multiverse.
And I make sure he's remembered not only as Cobalt Copper, or as Bankshot referred to him, Cole, but also as Alloy, one of the greatest heroes of Earth.9.
Yeah. Do up a nice statue.
Yeah. And we go back, and having learned something from my time connecting and charging, being a battery for Earth.0, I go and find my dad.
Yep. He opens the door.
I hug him, which of course isn't something we do often.
No. Yeah. He slowly hugs back.
I know where she is, Dad.
What?
Mum, she's on Earth.0. I saw her, and I felt her energy. And
She's alive?
she is. She was taken out of here, and it's still confusing for me. I'm trying to get to grips with it all, but I know she's there, and I think if I'm going to try and find her, Dad, I'll need your help, and you'll need to accept the help of a superhero, which I know you hate to do, but I think together we'll be able to find Mum and bring her back, especially with the help of Wade. Have you guys met since he was unfrozen?
Hi, Wade. Hi, Mr. Chilton. I can, think I can do that.
Well, Dad, I love you. I hate to leave you, but I think I'd better go and check in with Pool Shark and the teams and see if anyone can help me figure out a way to travel the multiverses to Earth.0 with you and Stella here. Wade, sorry, it's Stella's the hero.
That's a good name. Alright, you go do that, son. I'm proud of you.
Okay, and stay cool, eh, Dad?
Alright. Paul Soar comes out into the public eye. No more secrets, he says into his interview. I am Star Jockey. And I'll be starting a new school for upcoming superheroes to help out with resources and training. We're calling it Soar High. In the memory of the tragedy of Sky High.
Yes.
And that's been Season Quest Heroes. I can't believe we did it. Good grief, that was so much recording over so many months, over 2 cities.
Right?
Sorry guys, just end of session here. I think I grew closer to the team.
You know what? I
Let's
don't.
all
I think
stop
we drifted
recording.
apart.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Hi, Charlie Leeming, Game Master. Thank you so much for listening to Season Quest Heroes. It was a fucking blast. I'm a huge fan of superhero media in general, obviously, and some of these heroes that you have heard during this season have been in my mind for years, and it's great to see them come to life. So thank you for that opportunity. Couple quick shout outs. Firstly, Magpie Games for their Masks system. It was an incredible system to use, and I was so happy that we got to explore it and show it off to you guys. Another shout out to our fans. We've got people like Sam Malcolm making beautiful artwork. We've got people engaging us on Twitter, like Waffles and Fate of Eisen. Fucking big love to you guys. Keep it up. And shout out to the few medias that I steal from. You got your classic Marvel villains, DC kind of Justice League thing going on. Definitely stole from Invincible and One Punch Man, all that kind of shit. And keep listening, because Puppets is coming up now. We've already recorded a couple episodes, and it's so fucking fun. You guys are going to love Puppets, honestly. So now I get to hand off the controls to Tom. Good luck, buddy.